Previously on The Great Ace Attorney. I remember being held at gunpoint by that horrifyingly large weapon before you came. She was about to straight murder us with that smoke grenade.
Check it out! Like this, right?
Go, God!
Barbie!
Now back to grunting at people.
Hello!
NicoB. Back with some more The Great Ace Attorney. When we last left off, we continued our investigation, and we met up with our girlfriend Holmes here, who was continuing to be an absolutely amazing character, and of course we also got to meet his little buddy, Iris Watson, who's just too freaking adorable. Oh my god, just so freaking cute. A little pink-haired genius. It turns out she's the one who's been writing all these what I'm really looking forward to is actually seeing Holmes and her in the same room together, see how they interact with one another, because I bet it's gonna be something seriously adorable. But yeah, so we've been investigating a bit, although I actually really don't have that much. Yeah, we have 2 bits of evidence. Woo! So I don't know if I mean, we've already been investigating for a good while, but I'm hoping that maybe this episode I might be able to finish off the rest of the investigation. So I don't know if this is gonna be in a case that either is just, it takes a while to get all the evidence you need, or if there's just not a whole lot you get at the start, which does happen a lot of times. And then we go to the trial with hardly any evidence, but then we get all the evidence there at the trial because the prosecutor's like, I did my job. But anyway, last episode, Gatsby said, Suseki be like, very godparents! Yes. Oh my god, that is the best comparison. You are absolutely right. So for those of you who may not have seen Fairy Godparents, there was a character in there who was Timmy Turner's teacher. His name was Crocker, and he was kind of insane, and he was fascinated with uncovering Timmy's fairy godparents. He was trying to prove they're real, and every time he said fairy godparents, he would yell it out, fairy godparents! And each time he says a different word, he does a different random pose. Sometimes his head would pop off. It was a classic running gag on that show. Which is kind of like what Suseki's doing when he's making the little poses. But Gatsby, your hilariously accurate comment is the reason why you are comment of the day. By the way, you guys also clarified, so it's not actually that he's saying English in the original version of the game, like I thought it was. It was actually more that he's saying incredibly difficult to understand or comprehend Japanese kanji. And he's basically saying a phrase, but I really don't know much about, kanji and things like that, how that works, but apparently even for someone who might be fluent in Japanese, it might be a little hard to decipher, which is, wow, it's interesting. I'm kind of surprised he's saying that and not doing English then. That makes me wonder, so what's the point is that he writes haikus, right? So he's, I guess, showing off his ability to eloquently write and speak in Japanese, I guess. He knows all the fancy words and ways of doing it, but I guess he poses for dramatic effect or something. I don't know. But that's why that is the way it is. But thanks for the clarification. Oh, yes, also did clarify. So apparently, yes, the window tax, that was a real thing. And I heard that, I was like, that just sounds stupid enough to be real. And it really was actually a thing. Apparently, the real intention of it was to actually, because generally richer people had larger houses that meant more windows, right? So the purpose was actually to tax the wealthy, and while the poor didn't get taxed as much for the window tax. But unfortunately, the lower middle class still ended up suffering quite a bit, and it just kind of led to a lot of people just saying, screw it, I'm just not going to have any windows then. There's the loophole in the system. Yeah, I get the intention, but the idea was still pretty stupid. We didn't think that far ahead, did we? Oh yeah, you guys also told me, apparently, John Garrideb, who was also in one of the original Sherlock Holmes tales, might be the main reason why this game has not been localized, since apparently A Tale of Three Garridebs is still under copyright, unlike a lot of the other things which are public domain. Ooh. Oh, that's a bummer. Could you imagine if it was just one character in this game, just one copyrighted character, that's what prevented you from actually being able to bring it west? God, that'd be frustrating. Oh, by the way, also, you guys also clarified, when I kept continually been pronouncing as Gaul, it's actually just jail. It's just a fancy way of spelling it. An old Englishy, Britishy way of spelling it. Okay. Because the English language just has to continue to be more and more confusing. Alright, so we've investigated the study here. It's very clear that Mr. Garrideb and the maid are hiding something, right? And the maid keeps trying to basically interrupt him every time he's about to say something, which is why we need to get him and her separated from each other and talk to him. So, all right. Back to Garrideb's room. It's like a giant bullet or a mortar or something on the mantle there. February 19th, Landlord Garrideb's room. Oh yeah, you guys also said that what they're likely doing here. So I pointed out this guy looks like a crescent moon. You could also probably argue that she's a bit like a sun, right? So kind of like a sun and a moon. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool little bit of imagery. Oh, you two again? I can't seem to remember his name, but is the good detective still hard at work? Also, I feel like they're trying to play really stupid with like, I can't remember who he is. Something like Sherlock Holmes or something, I don't know. Oh, he's got an autographed copy of Sherlock Holmes' book on the mantle.
Sherlock Holmes?
Ah, that was the one. Not that it concerns me.
Yeah. He seemed to be very content with the progress of his investigation.
That's just wonderful. Joan, another cup of tea, please. Even though I haven't actually been drinking out of this at all. So, did you both... No! Joan, what are you doing?
Master, it is almost time for your meal.
Why do I keep you around? You constantly scalding my nuggets every 2 seconds. Yes, so it is. Friends, I kindly request that you be on your way.
Oh, all right.
Hey, come on. Now I want to ask questions.
You have been a great help. Thank you.
Not at all. It was a pleasure to have a chat with you from a faraway land. Well then, good luck to you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hold it! Hold it! According to Holmes, Mr. Garrideb is hiding something from us. As of now, we have no leads. But don't freaking dig something up somehow.
Okay, so... Oh. That's right, I actually saw this before. Oh, wait. What? Seriously? I can spit your thing on the floors or something? So I was editing before and I kind of thought, well, maybe that's something. Oh, that's right, I can also look to the right here. Oh my god! I can just barely see his butt. He's always just barely hidden behind some freaking furniture or something. Oh, Lord.
We're so high up here! What in the world is he doing here?
Excuse me, Mr. Holmes?
Hey there, my friends. We meet again.
Where in blazes did you? I didn't even see you.
I'm quite the sneaky snake, you know. It's just as you've surmised. It was I, Sherlock Holmes, all along.
It was me. Behold.
What on earth are you doing over there? I have a habit of always taking in the sunset by the window right around twilight. However, there doesn't seem to be a single window in that delightful little room. So as you can see, I took it upon myself to quietly borrow this little window instead. I guess it's one of his special needs. Oh, and one more thing, Master Naruhodō. Sir? I do believe that now is the time that I will need your assistance. I need your assistance in making sense of my astounding great detective's intellect. By which I mean, I've got the wrong answer, and you're gonna help me get the right one. Does that mean he planned this reunion at the Garrideb residence?
Then, Mr. Holmes?
This unassuming little room guards a secret. No matter how trivial, not a single detail can escape my eyes.
Oh, this song is so awesome.
Master Naruhodō, you are ready, I presume? Yes, I am. Let's finish this before dinner time, shall we? Time for a great detective's great deduction.
Oh, here we go, baby. Hit me. Hit me with it. I'm ready for the freaking jaunty music.
Mr. Garrideb, you may have been an exceptional soldier. However, I can't say in good conscience that you're well suited to being a landlord.
What?
That's right, I have already seen the truth. At this point, I have come to 2 concrete conclusions, Mr. Garrideb.
What conclusions?
I actually kind of wonder if, normally, is Holmes maybe going around with Iris and she's helping keep him, from going off the deep end like he's been doing with us. Possibly. Because, I mean, he's clearly solved a bunch of other cases, and he's clearly smart, but he also makes giant leaps of logic at times. I mean, hopefully he's gotten a lot of these right, otherwise he's been sending probably a bunch of innocent people to jail.
Let's start with the first conclusion. You are secretly harboring a vicious wild animal. As for the second conclusion, as a result of that wild animal's vicious fury, you have lost something precious to you.
Naruhodō, look! Look!
Mr. Garrideb is turning pale. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Mr. Holmes' conclusions are round on the mark again.
The details aren't gonna be, though.
How did you?
Wild animal? It's referred to the cat? Was it Mr. Kitty?
How did you know that? One might wonder. The reasoning really is quite simple. After all, I am the king of beasts when it comes to the thick, dense jungle known as logic.
Edgeworth comes out. Hey! No! I thought I was the wild beast of the thick, dense forest of logic. Get out of here, Edgeworth!
This is my game. I'm British Edgeworth.
I'm already kind of British, I think. Am I?
Taming the wild tyrants born of Mother Nature is no simple task. Now, everyone, shall we begin? Come, one and all, to Sherlock Holmes' Theater of Logic and Reason.
Here we go, guys.
Production start. Alright, top one. The Beast. The Beast. Now, boys and girls, you shouldn't need a great detective's guidance to see this one.
Oh, holy shit.
Because it's abundantly clear that a most fearsome beast is run amok in this very room. Ah, curses! Of course, it had to be
Just outside of my field of view at a 90-degree angle from myself, so I could not see it.
Now, what might you ask is the identity of this mysterious beast? It would seem that our good veteran's eyes tell us more than one would expect.
Wow, that works surprisingly often, doesn't it?
What?
The answer lies within your very line of sight. The identity of the beast that laid waste to this den is revealed by this lion statue.
My guys, he's got an actual live lion that prowls the building and slaughters anyone who doesn't pay rent.
Despite your status as a soldier, you're horribly destitute, and you appear rather frail at that. Because of this, you cling to a certain wistful admiration of the great king of beasts, the lion.
But what are you even talking about, you crazy psycho fuck?
You became consumed by your burning admiration of the beast. So consumed that you secretly arranged to have a lion sent from India for you to domesticate.
Wow, oh my god,
Oh, hey. We just got a glimpse of something there. Something, That's another reason then why he's actually, we haven't seen his full profile. Or, well, his full frontal profile. He's got looks like a massive burn scar on the right side of his face. Or scar of some kind.
But taming the king of the jungle proved to be no simple feat, and as a result, this room is left ravaged by the tyrant's own vicious claw marks.
What in the world? Oh my god, lions!
Yet at first glance, no such beast can be found in this room. Where could that monster have disappeared to? The answer lies, if I may, madam.
Oh, my cheeks! What?
Please pardon my rudeness, but just one look at you tells me all I need to know.
You mean at me, a lonely maid?
Why, even your pocket alone reveals the whereabouts of our disappearing beast. That's a flyer for the circus peeking out of your pocket, isn't it? You scrambled for some method through which to dispose of the fierce lion. The Valenvois Circus. A traveling troupe of musicians who pitched their tent in a nearby park. Even I've seen them. And you too were going to sell off that dangerous lion to the troupe.
preposterous!
And there you have it. I believe this clears everything up. The fearsome beast that destroyed this room was actually a lion.
No, it was Mr. Kitty. Really Diesel Kitty. So he broke the shelves. He had a bit of a pig out one day. He had a whole bunch of food and got too fat. Just broke it.
And when I went to see the circus, the lion was joyfully jumping through a ring of fire.
Oh my god, really? Fucking brilliant. How does he do it, guys?
Circus lion.
Alright, topic 2. The Rampage! Rampage!
So, Mr. Garrideb, it would appear that you held some deep affection for such a fierce beast. Indeed, that seemingly nonchalant gesture betrays your true feelings. The intense pain you bear is clearly revealed by the hand on your cheek.
No, it's not the hand, it's the cheek itself.
It's all because you had to tearfully depart with that beast you so dearly loved. The pain of losing one so important to you. I know that pain all too well.
No, you've got it all wrong. For God's sakes, man, just look at me. Look at me from this angle. I know the camera won't let you, but you can move. God damn it. I just wanted to straight up tell him. Can I tell him, John? No. Fine.
Where, I asked, does your pain come from? Yet again, the truth is brought to light by your line of sight. Of course, the cause of all your suffering is this bundle of bills.
Oh no, not the bills.
All of those envelopes piled up over there appear to be bills.
Oh my god, he's got the goggles on.
Here we have bills for a huge wagon's worth of meat, potatoes, wheat, and black tea. The cost of keeping a lion fed dealt a devastating blow to your household finances.
Sorry, it's just so fucking insane. It's so ridiculous. That's right, guys. I wanted that lion really freaking bad, okay? And who would have thought domesticating a bloodthirsty wild lion would be so fucking hard and expensive. Eventually, I had to start running out of food, so I just started to start feeding my neighbors. Oh god! Get in there, Larry. My lion's hungry. No, dude, no. Also, I just want to kill you, so just fucking get in there. Please. I promise I'll be less annoying. No, you won't. I fell for that the last 3 times. I'm falling for it this time. It's so ridiculous.
Thus, there was little you could do but part with him. Isn't that right?
It's gonna turn out it was Mr. Kitty. He went on a feedings frenzy, and now they're spending too much money on all of his freaking cat food and his cat litter because he's got some massive cat poopies.
But then, in a final act of reckless violence, the beast attacked once more.
Attacked? Woo! This is news to me.
Yeah, I noticed that. So I saw the candle on the floor and then the torn up rug.
The traces of its great rampage are clear. See the carpet below us, torn to shreds. Looks to be a high-quality carpet, woven from wool. Why does something so horrible have to befall such a lovely carpet? Well, madam, it seems like it's your turn to tell me something now. No spilling your tea this time, and the answer to my question is in your eyes. What was it that left the carpet in this sorry state? The evidence lies in the cake stand!
It's a piece of pie! No, I'm just very hungry right now. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff my big old chipmunk cheeks.
There is nothing in the world more dangerous than a hungry lion. I believe a certain great queen once said, if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Which, by the way, apparently Marie Antoinette never actually said that, which maybe that was a bit of a given. But I'm curious to who came up with that. Who actually did come up with that and say that she said that for the longest time.
It's safe to say the food is the catalyst for all great tragedies.
What do you mean?
Having grown sick of the taste of cake, the beast set his sights on new prey. What prey fell victim to the tyrant's fury? I think it goes without saying. There is room for only one conclusion.
The lion stabbed the lady outside. What the hell?
Famished and in daze, the poor jungle king devoured the carpet. The bite marks in the carpet are a perfect match to those of a lion one once spotted in India.
God, perfect. Absolutely. God, I don't even need to touch this shit, guys, alright? This is the most perfect deduction I've ever seen.
And there you have it. The great deductions of Sherlock Holmes have been revealed.
Oh, no! Joe the tea, spilling, I say! Well, whatever, nothing even matters anymore. It's like I've got any more skin down there. Or a penis anymore. Hope you're happy, Joan. I'm not gonna be on having any kids anymore.
Oh, dear me, Master. I hadn't even noticed.
Well, spilling your tea in the face of my impeccable logic is to be expected. I've heard tales of a housewife who spills tears as well as tea.
Why?
Excuse me, Mr. Holmes. That was something. Can we have another quick talk? But of course, Master Naruhodō. What's on your mind this time? Well, it's about your logic. It's really bad. Do you really think there was a line running around in this cramped little room? Indeed. It seemed the only plausible explanation that I could think of. Quite a frightful notion. Certainly not a theory that mere common sense could come up with. Maybe you should try using a little more common sense in your deductions.
I wonder if this is a joke of another, one of his stories. Where actually, this is exactly what happened. Someone bought a lion and just let it loose.
Suppose some sort of lion really did rampage in this room. Can't imagine how Mr. Garrideb and his maid both made out safe and sound.
He really likes his cookies.
Oh, please. Is that all that's bothering you? I'd wait till they countered his onslaught with a great big cannon to the face.
That's right. Well, that's freaking true. Look, there's a cannon right over there, guys.
Then how could they have sold it off to the circus? If it was all in pieces?
Let's put the issue of the meat and potatoes aside for now. This is the first I've heard of any lion drinking black tea.
But you see, Miss Susato, here are my thoughts on the matter. No matter who or what you may be, when you come to visit the Great British Empire, the right to enjoy afternoon tea is a privilege shared equally by all. And that includes Mr. Kitty, and even Mr. Big Kitty.
That's a very admirable position, I suppose. Moving on, now it's our turn. Naruhodō!
Right, I figured as much.
Let's give Mr. Holmes' reasoning a little push in the right direction!
At last, this is the moment I've been waiting for, Master Naruhodō. Still have no idea how this deduction is supposed to be related to the case, but the pursuit of the truth can't possibly be a vain effort. I guess.
Or maybe we'll get to the end of this and it was totally pointless.
At least I hope not. Now, everyone, shall we begin once again? Come, one and all, to Sherlock Holmes's Theater of Logic and Reason.
Let's do it. Maestro, hit the music.
No, it's my turn. Here we go. You hit the music. Hold it, Mr. Holmes.
All right, here we go.
Now, boys and girls, you shouldn't need a great detective's guidance to see this one. Because it's abundantly clear that a most fearsome beast has run amok in this very room.
Oh, God! I'm used to it by now. I saw it the first time.
How much might you ask is the identity of this mysterious beast? It would seem that our good veteran's eyes tell us more than one would expect. Yes, it lies within your very line of sight. The identity of that beast that laid waste to this den is revealed by this lion statue.
Oh, no.
If I were to believe that he'd bring a lion in here.
Well, one look at Mr. Garrideb's reaction should tell you. Did he not see the question mark? That it's indeed true that some manner of beast destroyed this room.
Wow, that sounds crazy and awesome. But at any rate,
You can be certain that it was not a lion smuggled over from India.
in that case, what could this beast have been?
Focus on Mr. Garrideb's line of sight. That must be where the truth lies.
All right, here we go. Where is it?
Dude.
What is that? Ammunition, yeah. Oh, right there, look at that. But I gotta examine it, right? It's this picture frame. I need to actually examine it. Oh. A ferocious beast? Is this ferocious beast like his ex-wife or something? Did she come in and just rip the place apart? Really? Dude, I mean, if that is the case, we're like a ferocious wild animal, and that's the thing he ran. How did you know my wife was a ferocious wild animal?
This photo.
Looks to have been taken on his wedding day. He looks incredibly happy here.
I'm glad he's happy, but we can't see his wife's face.
Unfortunately, the glass is cracked beyond all repair now.
Or it happened. But but maybe I shouldn't think too hard about it.
Miss Garrideb? Right, that seems to be all that's in here.
Correct!
Boo! That's right, the ferocious beast was your ex-wife.
Behold, the identity of the beast that lay waste this den is revealed by this, Mrs. Garrideb. Right you are, Master Naruhodō. There's not a single other suspect, eh? Not even a lion! The person depicted in this photograph is your wife, is it not? Sadly, with the photograph in this state, we are unable to see her face.
I like how he doesn't even like admit he's wrong. He just immediately goes with it. Like, yep, you're right, Naruhodō. It's exactly what I was thinking. We can't see her face. Does that mean it could be the maid here, possibly? Oh wait, no. Based on her shape here, I think it actually is going to be the woman who was stabbed in the back, right? That's probably what it is. We haven't met her yet, but we've seen, you know, we didn't see her backside. Rather large woman.
But what we can see is the considerable amount of force being exerted by those arms. Fairly. In this case, calling her a beast out of respect is perfectly acceptable. I'm not so sure about that. Regardless,
That is kind of mean. My wife is very lovely, excuse you. I like my girls big.
regardless, the one that truly went on a rampage in this room was Mr. Garrideb's very own wife.
Is it a burn or is it a slap mark? It looks like a handprint.
This room is left ravaged by the tyrant's own vicious claw marks.
What in the world? What?
Yet, at first glance, no such beast can be found in this room. Where could that monster have disappeared to? The answer lies, if I may, madam.
What?
Please pardon my rudeness, but just one look at you tells me all I need to know.
You mean at me, a lowly maid?
Why, even your pocket alone reveals the whereabouts of our disappearing beast!
What nerve you have putting a frail lady on the spot and calling her a beast?
Well, I say the jury's still out on how frail she is.
Indeed, his wife does seem to be missing from this room.
The clue that reveals her location must be hidden somewhere on the maid's person. Could Mr. Garrideb's wife be?
Maybe it is her. Maybe it just is her. Nope. Bonk.
Now don't get me wrong, I'm not about to say this with any certainty. Obviously, I don't think it's true, and honestly, I don't know why I even care about it.
Oh, damn it. Oh,
What if this pleasantly blunt maid was actually a goddess of destruction?
You know what? I like that he actually builds. Like, it isn't just a generic response. He actually gives a little bit of specifics to it.
What in the world was that supposed to mean, Master Naruhodō? Decided to go with the flow and let the logic speak for itself. Sorry, but I'm not confident in your ability. Maybe you should go back to rotting in the brig. You couldn't have just said go back home to Japan, could you? I don't want to go back on the boat again.
So now we really went on the rampage of this room.
It's Mr. Garrideb's wife.
In that case, where in the world could his wife have gone to?
Feeling the answer is closer than we think. Also have to find the evidence that proves it.
I need to examine her first.
Both her eyes are shut tight, so we can't trace her line of sight. Her mouth is shut tight, so we can't wring any secrets out of her. And her cheeks are so thick that they could deflect whatever we might say. Suzuto, we truly are facing a fierce enemy.
Away with words you have, Naruhodō.
Maybe examine the teapot.
It's an elegant, well-kept teapot. She's constantly using this to pour aromatic tea for Mr. Garrideb.
Well, she's pouring it, I suppose, but not exactly into the teacup. I think you mean to say she's pouring it directly on Mr. Garrideb himself.
But it's not what I meant to, what I meant to say.
Yep, see it. I can sort of see a slap mark right here. Boom. Look at that. Ow. Oh, God. Let's check the pocket.
There does seem to be a flyer from the circus poking out of her pocket. Valenvoire Circus, set up in a nearby park.
Oh no, I don't even want to imagine. I think Mr. Garrideb sold his wife to the circus.
Wait, Naruhodō, what an awful thing to say!
Well, calm down, just kidding. Or was I?
wanted to joke so badly. It'd hardly be better if you asked if she was eaten by a lion instead.
I don't think that'd be better at all.
Oh, hey. Wedding. Oh, there it is. Cut it! Okay, there's the answer. I couldn't just jump straight to the maid. No, I need reason or proof, so that is.
Why, even your wedding reel alone reveals the whereabouts of our disappearing beast.
Ah!
Precisely. That beauty's ring shining upon your finger. That's it. It's a perfect match with the one on Miss Garrideb's finger in this photograph. In other words, Miss Maid, you are no mere maid. Indeed. You are none other than Mr. Garrideb's wife.
See, my initial thought was right on the money.
Well, B, I should expect no less from the great detective. You guessed right, this is my wife, Joan. She's very bad at being a maid, by the way. You see how she looks now, but back in the day, she was radiant.
For what I can see, your life is anything but radiant. As you, a retired veteran, have been reduced to renting out-of-vacant rooms, yes?
Yeah.
As such, you lack the income to hire a maid. Am I mistaken?
But as a former captain of the 3rd Platoon, I still have my pride. And now I can't even hire a single maid. Isn't it just pitiful? So I keep my rifle out. She's not a very good maid, or hell, even a very good wife either. But she's mine, and I love her.
Here in London, whether or not your house is a maid at its disposal, it's effectively the borderline between the lower and middle classes.
I see. So he has his wife pretend to be a maid so that he can look not destitute, and he can get people to actually stay here.
If you ask me, I feel like it's pointless to worry over things like that. Then the beast, your wife is pretending to be a maid? That about sums it up. What do you have to say, Mr. Garrideb?
Of course, only when the visitors come calling. Please, keep this a secret. No. No, it's a secret. Confidential.
No, not a circus line. It was actually his freaking crazy wife. Solved, yeah! I know, I do like the line theory, though. What? What the? What? What happened? What happened? Like, the game seemed like it froze, and I was just clicking, and then to try to move it along, and then suddenly it just, without any warning, jumped to the title screen. What happened? Oh, no, now I gotta do it all again. Oh, that's a bummer. Why? What? Shit. I wonder if it did crash. Oh man, I gotta redo all this again. I don't know if there's any way to actually skip through dialogue quickly when you haven't read it yet. Okay, you actually can. Good. Turn on skip for unread dialogue. So, thank God. Okay. There we go. It did it. I think it crashed. So it just like froze there, and I was clicking trying to like make it go or something. That's how it almost immediately went over. And I didn't have to do anything, so yeah, I think it might have crashed. All right, let's turn off the skip dialogue so I don't accidentally miss anything.
All right, so Mr. Garrideb, it would appear that you held some deep affection for such a fierce beast. Indeed, that seemingly nonchalant gesture betrays your true feelings. The intense pain you bear is clearly revealed by the hand on your cheek. Wow, good old Mr. Holmes is still treating Mr. Garrideb like a beast.
Or Mrs. Garrideb like a beast.
Speaking as Layton myself, it makes me feel almost as bad as she does.
Anyways, Mr. Garrideb's wife is standing right in front of us. That means that he didn't lose any beloved beast.
Oh, you're right. If I take that into consideration, then perhaps there may be some other meaning behind the way he's covering his cheek.
Mr. Holmes' own words, Mr. Garrideb felt some kind of pain. You should think of what Mr. Garrideb's expression really means.
Smacked in the fucking face, boy! Slap mark. Good eye!
Behold,
Who's the one manning this light anyway?
anticipating bear is clearly revealed by that slap mark.
Oh, it's probably Iris. She's like running in there.
It's like, oh no, guys, here it comes!
She's got a little tiny spotlight that she carries with her. It helps Holmes and Naruhodō out during these deduction moments.
The aftermath of a slap from a considerably strong arm remains engraved on your cheek. Madam John Garrideb, I can only assume that this was your doing.
Oh, I do love slapping cheeks, baby. Oh dear. Kawaii eyes.
And you, John Garrideb, you were hiding your pain from us.
Yeah, God, second time's a charm, I guess. How did you come to know so much? Now I finally turn my head.
I am a master of deduction. Not a thing on this earth can evade my sight. As long as I'm around to help. That's why you never look directly at us. You were trying to keep your cheek hidden.
I mean, honestly, like, again, I just could have just moved my head around. I feel like we stood on that side of the room a bunch of times. Oh, whatever. Ah!
Now, let's move on. We have more to discuss. For example, why in the world did her palm come to strike your face? To ask more directly, why would Madame Garrideb slap her own husband? Yet again, the truth is brought to light by your line of sight. Of course, the cause of all your suffering is this bundle of bills.
No. Wrong.
I remember, the spills were for a lion's share of food.
But now we know there never was a lion, unless you count his man-eating wife. Then I wonder who wolfed down all that lion feed. If I had to guess, it must have been Mr. Garrideb's wife.
Hey, don't call it feed as if she's some kind of animal.
Well, call it what you want.
Man, they're being savage as shit here to Mrs. Garrideb.
Yeah, we know that Mr. Garrideb had to take a slap to the face from his wife. Worse, she hit him so hard that you can still clearly see the print.
Why did she end up slapping this gentleman, though?
Yeah, really like to find out why, too.
Time to find out why. Oh, I see a bookmark. Let's have a little look-see. It's got a kissy mark on it.
This book has a bookmark set in it. Appears Mr. Garrideb enjoys reading.
Oh, hang on a sec. This doesn't look like a bookmark.
You're right. This woman's writing is scrawled in ink. Oh, James, how I long for you. Love, Mary.
Look next to the signature. This looks to be.
Ah! It's a kiss mark! It's been kissed by a woman with lipstick! My goodness, how passionate. I find it ever so romantic.
Okay, so maybe then, maybe that was the other woman that got stabbed in the back was the one that left that kiss mark. He's cheating on his own chunky lady with another chunky lady.
Silly sister isn't enraptured by a random kiss mark.
I do beg your pardon.
Well, this bookmark looks to be a love letter, after all.
Okay, yeah, I didn't need to examine it. Good. I did good to examine the bookmark, which is now love letter. Boom!
Of course, the cause of all your suffering is this love letter. Oh, James, how I long for you. This seems to be quite the passionate letter. Perhaps the sender, Miss Mary, is the one who slapped you.
Oh shit!
Not with the ring finger, honey. But I swear I know no such woman.
You don't know her.
That love letter isn't even addressed to me. I mean, well, that thing was already shoved in the book before I ever laid eyes on it.
It was already shoved in the book.
Most definitely without a doubt.
Sure it was.
For heaven's sakes, Jones, I've already explained this to you. Stop smacking me in my crescent moon face. I bought this book from the used bookshop. That thing was in there before I even saw it.
So basically, the book's previous owner used the letter instead of a bookmark.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Sure they did.
Okay, first of all, look at the damn name. It clearly says James. My name's John. You know that.
Sure it is.
We know it, James?
What, do you think even my own name is to be doubted too?
It's not Saseki. I don't think we know it, James, yet.
Oh my god, slap the fuck out of it.
As we can all see, a woman's paranoia can make her snap like a beast, and they make her slap like one too.
Nothing's more dangerous than a woman scorned. Oh, Lord! Right in my tea and crumpets.
But then, in a final act of reckless violence, the beast attacked once more.
Attacked!
And the traces of its great rampage are clear. See the carpet below us, torn to shreds. It looks to be a high-quality carpet, woven from wool.
Actually, I think there's a candle next to it. It might have been something got burned.
Why did something so horrible have to befall such a lovely carpet? Well, madam, it seems like your turn to tell me something now. And the answer to my question is in your eyes. What was it that let the carpet in the carpet in the sorry state? The evidence lies in the cake stand.
It can't be. Just wait, eat the carpet!
Oh my god! Yes!
No way! I knew it. Ah, god dang it. We got a carpet eater in our midst.
That's true, my wife does truly like eating carpet, if you know what I mean. Ah, smacks the shit out of it. Ah, honestly, so do I. Oh god, I'm not old enough to be in this room, I'm out of here. Ah!
His wife ate the carpet. I can't believe Susan just said that.
Of course not. It's just silly. That's like something I would say, Susato. However, I'm pretty sure the disaster that filled this room is the result of his wife's rampage.
So it seems, Naruhodō, we're finally closing in on the end of this time. The answer must lie at the end of Miss Garrideb's line of sight.
Got it. Let's get cracking on the examination. Let's get cracking.
It's gotta be that friggin' candle, right? Is it? No? No, it is. It's from the candelabra here.
This looks to be a very old candelabra.
Pestil's so small, I'm worried about stability. It's like it could fall over if you just so much as sneeze in this direction.
Oh dear, could be dangerous.
Whoa, Susato, take a closer look at this candelabra. Wait a minute. Looks like one of the candles is missing.
Oh, you're right.
Why is one of the candles missing from the candelabra?
Now, can I look at it? No. Alright, I guess just that.
Boom!
What was it that left the carpet in this sorry state? The evidence lies in this candelabra. Exactly. I dare say you found the exit of this labyrinth of pure logic.
Pure logic!
There are what appear to be bite marks from a ferocious beast here. Indeed, those would in fact be burn marks on the edge of the carpet.
Burn marks?
Yes, I see that there was quite the lover's quarrel in this little room. When Mrs. Garrideb slapped her husband in the face with that stout arm of hers. Hoo-yah! The impact caused one of the candles to fall off the table. Then the fire from the candle spread to the carpet, and it burst into flames.
Ah!
No, I was trying to set the house on fire and it killed us all!
Truly, of all the beasts in this world, fire is the most dangerous.
And lions.
And that very beast went on a rampage inside this room. Thus, we are left with but one conclusion.
Here we go, dance time! Woo-yah!
This room was the scene of a house fire sparked by a heated lover's quarrel.
That's it, getting my ass up. You really are as good as they say! Oh, dead.
I've got you, honey.
God, that cheek jiggle. You are as good as they say, with a little help from your friend Naruhodō. Deduction complete. Elementary, my dear Naruhodō. I always enjoy passing long winters by reading books next to the fire. I purchased an old novel from a used bookshop nearby, but
between those pre-owned pages, therein laid quite the scandalous item.
And thanks to that, Mr. Garrideb's wife began to interrogate him.
It was more than just an interrogation. She went outright berserk. Really, you weren't too far off the mark when you called her a baby.
Still doing that.
Don't make me take that away from you.
Then is it true those marks on the carpet were caused by a candle?
Indeed. The whole fiasco happened in the blink of an eye. The moment the flames flared up, the whole room was engulfed in thick smoke. I faced a simultaneous onslaught from both flames and my wife.
It sounds like you've been through hell, but I bet it would have been fun to watch. Seriously?
Unfortunately, it wasn't long before the fire spread to the furniture. Right now, the charred remains are hidden behind the screen.
You mean this over here?
I think it's time we bring it out of hiding. Now, if you don't mind.
See what you got here. All of my favorite old books were lined up on that bookshelf, but now they've been swallowed by the flames, burned to a crisp just like that.
Whoa.
At least a few of them have.
To add insult to injury, my very own wife threw those books at me in fury.
Sounds like a truly terrifying scene.
She drove me back to the window, soldering me with burning books. I ended up losing the adventures of the lion's mane. I was just getting to the good part.
You've been reading that book for the last 33 years, honey.
The Adventures of the Lion's Mane. You really do seem to have an affinity for lions, don't you?
Not really. It's not the reason I picked it up, at any rate.
In the end, he lost something important to him at the hands of a vicious beast.
Isn't marriage great, guys?
Another spawn deduction. That's no surprise come from Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
This truly must be one of the most cryptic mysteries in all Britain.
Amidst the raging flames, my wife carried on with her rampage. It was absolute mayhem. Giblets everywhere. Everywhere!
By the way, do you remember about what time all this happened?
It was early in the evening, right around 5 o'clock 2 days ago.
At the same exact time, a terrible crime has occurred just outside your home.
So maybe they saw something out the window, basically.
I say the crime taking place here was just a bit more terrible. If all the great British Empire was collapsing all around my home, I dare say I wouldn't even have noticed.
Oh, I see.
So this has nothing to do with anything.
Nope, not at all. Oh, I actually drank some tea. Yummy.
Oh, and I'm slapping my cheeks.
Mr. Holmes? Ah, yes. What is it, Master Naruhodō? Now we know everything about the Garrideb couple. How exactly is this supposed to help us with Saseki's case? You're asking me. How should I know? Don't you remember what I said before? I said that this friendly, retired soldier was hiding something. But I said that I couldn't guarantee that he would be related to your case. Gah! I should have known. There. No need to look so glum, Master Naruhodō. You see, there are two types of things in the world. Things that are, and things that are not related to the case at hand. Nothing else exists. I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither do I. Anyway, you're running out of time. It's about time you make up your mind. Huh? Visiting hours at the jail are about to end. I didn't realize it was this late.
Do you intend to take up Saseki's defense? We need to obtain a written appeal from him and complete the proper procedures.
Well, I have 2 bits of evidence. I'm clearly ready. I'm almost out of time.
On top of that, we must ask that you take your leave. It is now our dinner time.
It was our dinner time like 45 minutes ago, Joan, before they went on their little rampage of their own.
Yes, ma'am. Please excuse us.
Thank you so very much for allowing us to speak with you.
Saseki's waiting for us at the jail. I have to give him my answer. At the go.
All right.
It's time.
Back to... February 19th, Briar Road. Guess we're doing some other stuff.
No time to waste. Make for the jail.
Yeah, really ought to. Let's see if we can hail a... Huh?
What's the matter, Naruhodō?
Looks like there's some sort of argument going on in front of Saseki's flat.
What in the hell am I looking at right now? Oh my lord. I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Oh Jesus, another guy. Oh my god, okay.
Here you go, dude. You wanting to talk, you weird gotta get.
There are more important things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt in your philosophy.
Oi, were you knocking up? I ain't no Horatio. Quit it with the theatrics.
I beg your pardon.
Who are you?
We just happen to know some sort of dispute going on over here. This man here is Ryuunosuke Naruhodō, attorney at law.
Ah, did you say attorney?
If you'd like, I can hear out your case. Be a foreigner, but still a lawyer.
Isn't that other place about to close? Ah, whatever.
Forget it. I'll be heading back for the day. But don't think this is over, you.
Get to the nunnery.
Like hell I will.
Why are you making sounds? Close your mouth! Sir, are you hurt at all?
I am fine. I must express my dearest gratitude, oh beautiful maiden of the Far East.
What exactly was just going on?
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
I'm not Horatio either. Stop Shakespeareing me, man.
Pardon me, but are you another tenant of Mr. Garrideb's?
Yes, indubitably. Oh, gracious damsel of the Orient.
That reminds me, there were 2 tenants in the Garrideb's home, weren't there? Must mean this guy's the other tenant. Oh my lord. Excuse me, might you know the other tenant who lives on the 2nd floor of this house?
You're probably the killer, by the way. You're just sort of weird enough to have probably a great freak out. Ah, his name was Natsume, a formidable Japanese polemicist with whom I engaged in a heated debate.
Debate?
Macbeth or Hamlet, who is stronger? I must say, his argument caught me off guard. Horatio was Hamlet, right?
Don't entirely understand the relationship, but they do seem to be acquainted.
In any case, I've no more energy to entertain you here any longer. I bid you farewell.
I understand even less than I did before, but he seems to have run back to his room.
Tra-la-la!
I don't get the impression that he knew anything about Saseki's case. Or did he? Between Saseki and this guy, I still have some serious issues.
What if they got added to my book here? If I don't know their names yet. Probably not. Nope.
So saying before, I'll go hail a coach.
Okay, I'm sure Saseki is waiting with his head held high in anticipation of our return.
I'm gonna tell him no, though. Gotta get over to the jail before visiting hours are over.
February 19th, 6:31 p.m. Jail cell 9.
Oh, why it's substitute law student Naruhodō. You've come back for me. Seki, I'm overcome with emotion. And possible indigestion.
Sincerely apologize for being so late with our return.
No. Please, all is well. I beg you, worry not. Relax. Once again, I may deal with the joy of fellowship with my countrymen in a strange land. Praise the motherland! Praise the sun!
No need to get so worked up, Saseki.
Indeed. That which puts one mind most at ease is the warmth of one's own homeland. However, on the other hand...
Oh, it's me. Hey, I followed you here. There is true meaning to be found in friendships across geographical boundaries as well. At least, that's what I believe. You? It's you! Damnable, cursed spy! The Sherlock Holmes! In the flesh. Mr. Holmes, what are you doing here? And you brought your theme song with you! If it's what I'm doing here that you're asking... Really, I'm just stopping by for a spell.
What do you mean, Mr. Holmes?
While I was in that gloomy little room, I read a certain book that caught my eye. And while I was at it, I uncovered that shady couple's secret. And so, on my way home, I found myself wondering how you were faring. So I jogged after you. How the heck did you keep up with us, man? It's like 30 miles away. Gloomy room? Even this cell with its own one tiny window is preferable to that hovel. However, I must admit that your taste in books is impeccable. Thanks to you, I had a fun day. Why, you, the Sherlock Holmes!
Oh, what's the use? I'm just a bloody fool. My very act of so brazenly coming to the great British Empire was a mistake to begin with. I've been possessed by the ghost of that cursed flat. Tomorrow's trial, too, will be cursed. Oh, woe is my cursed existence!
What's on your mind, Naruhodō?
I was just thinking, Seki, I think you said the same thing before. So your flat was cursed, right? Perhaps Mr. Mustache's words ring truer than we once thought. Huh? It may indeed be appropriate to say that they're all cursed, including tomorrow's trial and the flat. What is he on about?
Let's talk to him and find out. Cursed trial.
Earlier you said that tomorrow's trial will be cursed. What exactly do you mean by that?
Why did you take that so seriously? I didn't really mean anything by it. I was just caught up in the moment.
Oh, okay. Don't have to scare me like that.
Don't tell me. Is there a real curse?
Must be because of that prosecutor, right? The one knows the Grim Reaper?
Grim Reaper? Why do they call him that? Please give me a concise explanation in haiku form. It has to be 70 syllables.
Sinner or hero, no accused can escape death in the Reaper's court.
That was surprisingly accurate.
Oh, it's perfect. 3 lines in, only 70 syllables.
Wow, that's pretty good, Naruhodō.
I know, right? I should start writing haikus.
Yesterday, Naruhodō managed to win a not guilty verdict against him. However, after the trial ended, the defendant lost his life.
Mr. McGundle.
What?
Okay, maybe we should be telling him this.
Quite sharp of you to pick up on that.
Lord Chief Justice Vortex told us.
Mr. Holmes? It's just a guess, but does Brock Van Zieks personally kill people that he couldn't prove guilty?
That would be dreadful.
You are one funny guy. Huh? But really, that man is no murderer. He's just a prosecutor.
I see.
Of course. It would be improper of him to kill.
Although, the truth of the matter might be even more terrible than that. Could possibly be worse.
The truth about...
The Reaper!
He's like the level 99 Reaper boss in Persona games, you know.
You're gonna need some fucking Megiddo if you want to take that motherfucker down.
Berg Von Zieks is a very capable prosecutor. But when it comes to London's courts, no matter how capable you might be, victory can never be assured.
Is that true?
Seki sure looks happy.
Won't be for long.
Remember, the judicial system in Britain involves both a judge and a jury. The judge delivers his verdict based on the law, while the jurors represent public opinion. The defendant is put on trial under those two perspectives. It's a great idea on paper, but public opinion can be easily swayed. Easily swayed. That's where villains and less scrupulous attorneys are liable to strike. Bribery, forgery of evidence and testimony, they'll do whatever it takes to win.
i.e. all the subsequent prosecutors that are going to come after this.
And if they can successfully make an impression on the jurors, no matter what decisive evidence the prosecution comes up with, they've already lost.
But what of the truth? Won't they jump to an incorrect verdict?
Unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation.
Maybe if we, I don't know, just did what the Americans did and went to the freaking end of the trial before they landed a verdict. I mean, I get it, I know. I mean, we based our judicial system clearly off the British one. So, I don't know, maybe ours was different back in the day, too.
I can't believe it. However, those that are prosecuted by Van Zieks cannot escape their fate.
What?
Even if they are declared not guilty, their joy won't last long. They end up mysteriously disappearing within a few months, every single time.
Disappear? How?
Well, it's different every time. One man was trampled by a carriage, another one drowned in the Thames, and then another man caught a mysterious fever, and yet another was murdered by highwaymen.
My goodness.
This is the reality of London, Master Naruhodō.
Truly. Is there no hope?
Probably not. By cursed flat, you must be referring to Mr. Garrideb's home, right? Can you explain what's so cursed about it?
It's been about a year since I came to live here. It only took me a single week to start losing my mind.
That didn't take very long, huh?
Everywhere I look, foreigners, no matter how I hide, they all look down on me and laugh. As the loneliness and paranoia overtook me, I grew too scared to ever leave my home. It's as if someone was always watching me. Every waking hour, watching and laughing!
I gotta feel like somebody's watching me. I ain't got no privacy. Whoa, I gotta feel like somebody watching me. Maybe it's just a dream. Whoa!
When I cooped myself up in my room, that fear still would not leave me.
It must have been very lonely to be so far away from Japan.
Again and again, I'd move from place to place. It was last week that I moved to my current flat.
Why'd you choose that room, though? It didn't seem like a very convenient place to live.
It's all because the rent was cheap. I was in a slack jaw at all when I saw the price. I found myself asking the owner why he set the price so low. He then responded with a terrifying grin. You see, that room is cursed. No, excuse me, that was just a slip of the tongue. At that point, he climbed up. The nerve of the man.
It's at that point Joan poured more tea on his lap.
If you're going to say something, to at least finish your sentences. Otherwise, shut up!
Good rule to live by, I guess.
That should have raised some red flags for you, man. Just saying.
And it turned out what he said was true.
So you mean that room really was cursed?
Ever since I moved into that windowless room, every day I have nightmares of being strangled. Again, just as I am on the verge of death. And now they label me a criminal and arrest me. When I am granted a trial, a fighting chance at freedom, no attorney will stand by me. I'm forsaken! Oh, if only I had a single ally in the world. If only one person would truly believe me.
Believe.
Why believe? Tell me.
Excuse me, Mr. Holmes? Oh, me? What is it, Master Naruhodō? Do you remember the incident on the SS Eau Claire? Eau Claire. Oh, yes. That one with the snake, right? Back then, you listened to me and believed what I said. You even helped me with the investigation. Did I now? Why did you believe me? Let's see. You mean to ask why I trusted a suspicious Asian who was hiding at the scene of the crime? Yeah, sure. Come on now, this one's easy. You don't remember. You told me yourself that you weren't the culprit. But I could have been lying.
Also, this guy's saying he's not the culprit, and you still arrested him.
Do you have at least a slight doubt over whether or not I was the criminal? It appears that you're sorely mistaken over something here. I don't recall ever believing in the words you said to me. Huh? After all, the only thing I believe in is myself.
What is that supposed to mean?
I always decided for myself whether or not something is the truth. I'll believe in whatever I want to believe. It doesn't matter who's involved. But I could have betrayed you. That would simply mean that my judgment was off. That's all there is to it. It has nothing to do with someone potentially betraying me. I couldn't care less about that. Oh. When it comes to trusting someone, or not trusting someone, all that matters is whether or not I can trust my own self. That's all there is to it.
That's right. He speaks the truth. Substitute law student Naruhodō. Shut up, Shiseki.
Can I believe in myself?
An attorney's worth is measured by how much he can believe in his client, along with how much he can believe in himself. I believe in you, Naruhodō.
Asagi! 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 Oh, every once in a while! Asagi!
Oh my god. Oh, it's been ages, guys. Oh, that freaking Asogi drought went on for too long. Ah, Asogi, god, why? It's funny, I actually start spouting Asogi before I'd even seen that he actually said Asogi too.
Well, everyone, I'd say it's about time we headed home.
Oh?
Visiting hours are over. I'm sure a guard will be here for us soon. There's a nearby restaurant that serves up excellent trout dishes. What do you all say? My treat.
Not you, Shiseki. Oh.
Suppose it's gotten late.
Hey, Shiseki. About tomorrow's trial. By any chance, would you be willing to let me defend you?
Substitute law student Naruhodō.
Yesterday, I stood in British court for the first time. The defendant was ruled not guilty, but I found myself unsure of something crucial.
What could be more crucial?
What should I believe in? Justice, my client, or the truth? But now, I finally understand. I choose to believe in myself.
Naruhodō.
Phoenix is like, no, you're supposed to believe the client no matter what.
Shut up, future descendant! Your line of thinking was stupid! I'm blaming in me! And I believe in you too. You're no criminal, Shiseki. It's my duty to prove that in court.
Substitute law student.
I'm ready to fight for you with everything I've got. I'll keep fighting until the very end. Tell me, will you let me defend you during tomorrow's trial?
As I've said from the very beginning, I wish to entrust my fate to a fellow countryman who was willing to lend me an ear to my words.
Shiseki.
Master Naruhodō. We're just saying people's names a lot, aren't we? Master Naruhodō, Suzuto, Shiseki, Lipsy.
Your heart was already set on this from the very outset. It simply took a day like today to make you face your feelings head on. Yeah, I think you might be right. Though I feel like it was quite a detour before I reached this point.
Don't worry, that's gonna come playing to something. You don't waste your time in these tourney games, alright? That's just gonna make its way back around.
Suzuto,
Yes, sir?
tomorrow will you stand by my side again? You assist me again.
You bet your biscuits. Of course, I absolutely will. As I said this morning, I'm your legal assistant after all. Huzzah!
The shock from yesterday's trial still weighs heavy on my heart. But it's time to stop looking back. There are people who believe in me, like Asogi and Mr. Holmes. So there's only one thing I can do. I have to try to believe in myself, for the sake of the very things I believe in, and for the lonely, desperate, and friendless people in the world. I am justice. I am the night. I am Naruhodō! Now, tomorrow I'll fight as if my own life depends on it.
Alright, perfect timing for a
To be continued.
just the right length for an episode. See, that's what I love to see, alright? Yeah. It feels so good, guys. Time that shit right. Just right. That feeling when you get just the right length episodes, when there's not a too big continuity, you just kind of take a guess. Yeah, it's the good shit right there. Nothing awkwardly carrying over into the next episode. Love it.
All right. I liked it. I like that little revelation it came to. I actually like that it wasn't I believe in the client, no matter what. It was that he believed in himself, which leads to like believing in the client. He's choosing to believe in himself to believe in the client, And I think that's actually better because that's sort of been Naruhodō's weakness, right? Is his sort of confidence in his own ability, but now he's beginning to see. He's beginning to believe. This is good though. This is a lot of fun. I really look forward to seeing what answers we come across. So we actually did not come across a whole lot of evidence, so like I didn't actually get any more. All I got was those 2 bits. And while that other thing seemed like a non sequitur, I'm sure it's gonna end up playing to something real important with Mr. Garrideb and his wife, that is. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already become Picky Penguin for this LP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy!